Hi, everybody, and welcome to your Student Leader update of the week. I am Bailey, and I'm the Vice President, Campaigns and Environment, and I'm joined by...
Hi everyone, I'm Abby and I am your Vice President Activities.
We hope you're all well, and we just wanted to check in with you and give you a chance to sort of ask any questions that you want to. So whatever platform you're watching on, please just pop your questions in the comments, and we can give you some answers to them or point you in the right direction of someone that can. But firstly, we're just going to give you a little update of what we've been up to. So I'll go first. It's been an odd couple of months for sure, but I've been working on an eco award that's hopefully going to be rolled out to you guys this month. For you to get involved in, so you can do lots and lots of stuff, and it will all be COVID safe and COVID secure, and you can do some volunteering and all different types of things to get involved with that, and then end up with an eco award, which is really cool. And then just other things as well, I'm the chair of the campaigns network, so just helping all of the officers to your liberation officers such as BAME and LGBT plus plan their campaigns and events and things. So Sade, the amazing BAME officer, just had Black History Month. She did loads and loads of great events, and she has just got loads of feedback on changing the name from BAME to something else, something more inclusive. So hopefully you will see that coming this month as well from Sade. So yeah, lots and lots to be getting on with. What have you been up to, Abby?
So I think it's been a very busy and changing times for our sports and societies. So we've been helping all of our sports teams to get their event applications in for their training and things like that. Obviously, it's kind of been very bumpy with the kind of rule of 6 at the start with indoor sports, and then extending to NGB guidance, and we're kind of getting to a point where sports and societies were they knew what they were doing, and they were doing a really great job. And unfortunately now we are in another lockdown, so we just need to continue to support our sports and societies to hopefully provide opportunities online, because I do think that support for members and for other students in Lincoln, just to kind of give themselves something to do during the lockdown, is really important. And then also been working on our student leader campaign. So we are working on a campaign to build the relationships between Lincoln students and the community. We had a couple of really great basically ideas planned, and unfortunately they are now postponed. So one of them was in relation to the West End Lights campaign, which was happening on the 6th of December, where people who live in the West End can display lights and things like that through the window, and photos and videos and films and things. And we were setting up a hub for students to kind of come in and create their creations basically with us. Unfortunately, obviously, we can't do that now, and the event has been postponed till January. And then the other one was in relation to the food parcel for donating them to food banks and things. And we wanted to do a fill the bus campaign, where we can park the student union bus outside the front of the building, and hopefully fill the bus with tinned goods and things like that we can then drive to the Lincoln Community Larder afterwards. Again, we're going to just have to see what the situation is like in December, and possibly postpone that until January, February time. So quite a lot of things going on. And I've just seen Glenn Pierce. Hi, Glenn. Where is Society's Hub meeting being held online? Yes, it's being held on Microsoft Teams. We, I think, have invited all presidents to the society to the team. So instead of it being a link, when you go onto Microsoft Teams, if you click on Teams, then there's all of the groups that you're part of. Hopefully you have the Societies Hub as a team. And if you don't, I can add you in this afternoon so that you can access that.
Sounds good. And then the other thing that we've been getting up to, which is probably the most exciting thing we've been doing over the last week or so, on the note of food, is delivering food parcels, Morrison's food boxes, to students who are in isolation for any reason. And yeah, that's been really fun. I did some of that yesterday, sort of dropping it off and then running back and seeing you guys come down and get food and actually have something to eat that night is really exciting.
Yeah, I did it yesterday. No, not yesterday, the day before. And I know Lucy joined as well, which was really great. And we were, I think I did all of the HMOs in the West End area, and Lucy was really focusing on student accommodation on that day as well. So yeah, it's been really, really good to kind of get out. And we've still got some next week as well. We're still going to be delivering them, which is a good thing because it gets me out of the house during lockdown. So it gives me an excuse.
Very exciting. Yeah, how do students order those? I think it's just on like the student support website.
Yeah, so there's an email address, so students can email isolatingstudent@lincoln.ac.uk, and hopefully they can drop an email and say, hi, I'm isolating, I'd really like a food parcel or food box. And a really good thing, which I found out when we were doing the deliveries, is that they can be accustomed to your dietary requirements. So they do gluten-free ones, nut allergy ones as well, and vegan ones. And the boxes are massive. Like when I turned up to deliver them, I was kind of expecting like a weighty box, but they were huge, and the vegan and the gluten-free ones were massive. I was like, I want to be vegan, so I can have one of them.
They've got some really cool stuff in, haven't they? They've got like curry kits, milk, and all sorts of things, tomato soup.
Yeah,
lots of cool stuff. I kind of wanted to take one home, but I wasn't allowed. So yeah, that's really cool. And then I think, Abby, you're going to tell us a bit about Movember.
Yeah, so this year the Lincoln Student Union have been supporting Movember, and we did last year as well. Last year we reached $5,000, which was absolutely amazing. Like it was much more than we kind of expected to raise. So we set the same target for this year, and as of today, actually as of about 11 o'clock last night when I checked, we'd hit the $4,000 mark, which is absolutely crazy. So we've now over £4,000 raised for Movember. We've got loads of our sports and societies getting involved, which is really great, and individual students as well have been joining. I think the highest one at the moment is Men's Rugby Union. I think they've raised over £1,100 themselves, which is amazing. And then we've got, I think, lacrosse, hockey, HEMA, golf. I'm trying to remember all of them, but they're definitely a couple that I can remember who are on there. So if you are interested in joining in the cause, you can create an individual page. You can then create a team. So if you want to create a men's football Movember team, for example, you can do that, and then the team can then join the Lincoln Student Union challenge page, which is where all of the donations are now coming in, which is really great. And we do have a student union student leaders and volunteer officer page as well, and we have got a couple of volunteer officers on board to join in with our walking and cycling and all of that we're doing this month. So, and I know you've been walking, haven't you, Bailey?
I've been running. Well, I don't like to call it running. I think it's too slow to call it running. It's more of like, it's like a slow jog. Getting up at 7 a.m. and running around which is quite nice when the sun is just coming up in the morning and it's beautiful. Just mainly there to see the dogs and but running also comes into it.
Yeah.
And also you don't have to be like a team as in a sport or society. You can just be a group of friends if you want to sign up as a little team, or just on your own as well. That's fine. There's a group of, I can't remember what they're called, but there's a group of boys that are doing it, students, and they've raised like $1,000 already. And they're part of Milky Boys, that's the one. So shout out to Milky Boys, well done. So yeah, please get involved with that. I think I'm going to get the bike out soon.
Nice.
And go for some cycles to get that. Are we doing 60 miles each as a student leader team? So dedication, absolute dedication. And then we've also, to support you guys during lockdown, we've got some virtual events going on. So usually we would have our Monday night cinema screening, Tuesday night quiz, Wednesday night bingo, etc. But those are now obviously put on hold. So we've got some virtual events coming up as part of, I think, the Feel Good programme.
Yes, so we are now collaborating with our societies and sports, which is really great. So it's the Feel Good programme, which is really focused on the social sport aspect. Obviously, a lot of our social sport has unfortunately had to be kind of slowed down or stopped now because of the lockdown. But we've got a couple of things going on. So we've got Feel Good with, and then a society. So we've got Feel Good with Craft Club on a Monday, where they are doing a variety of crafty things, if that's what you're into. And then we've got Craft Club with Peace of Mind as well. And they've been doing some really great things. I think they're doing a Among Us like competition, which is great for students who know what that is. And I've been playing that. We've been playing it in our house as well. I'm very much enjoying it. And they're doing loads of other things as well, like talks and films and things like that. So if there is anything that you think we should be doing, or something that you think, oh, I'd really like to watch a film with some of the students or do a quiz, or if you're not bored of quizzes by now, obviously please let us know so that we can provide that for you, because we know how important it is for just to make this time go a little bit faster and make it a little bit more enjoyable for students, especially those who are isolating or those who are vulnerable and need to stay indoors.
Exactly. So your Students' Union, us guys, we literally exist just to support you and to represent you and make sure that we can make this time go a little bit faster and just put on what you want to see. So please let us know in any way, shape or form what you want to see or what kind of support you think you'll need as well. Literally anything. It might just be like, do you know what? I need you to drop me off some popcorn so I can watch Netflix party. Whatever it is, like literally suggestion. Just any sort of suggestion, let us know because we can explore all possibilities.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? And then, so on that note, student support and stuff, we just wanted to make you aware of all the different channels that are available to you. So the university have student support and student wellbeing. So they're a vast variety of advice that they can offer you, and they're just sort of what student support at Lincoln sort of the usual email address, but you can find them all on the university website really easily. So there's a lot of guides on there as well, like self-isolation guides and what to get up to during this time to keep you busy, things like that. So please make use of that. And then don't forget, we also have our advice centre, which is advice@lincolnsu.com. So just email them. You can phone them as well, have phone appointments, Teams appointments, all that sort of lovely stuff. And they can offer you some advice as well. So there is always help out there for you, as long as you come and get it. And if there's anywhere like you're not sure where to go or like who can help you, anybody literally at the university or Students' Union will be able to point you in the right direction. But if you contact myself or Abby, our emails are just campaigns@lincolnsu.com and activities@lincolnsu.com. We are there to point you in the right direction.
Definitely. And we've also the housing fair is now live on the Student Union website, which is good. So if you are starting to think about houses for next year, they are all the lists of accredited housing companies in Lincoln, which is really great. So you can have a flick through, see what kind of houses and things they have on offer. But obviously, and I know myself and Lucy were talking about this last week, don't feel like you need to rush into getting a house now. There are plenty of houses and there will be all the way through this academic year. So don't rush into getting accommodation because you feel like they're going to run out, because I think that is a myth and something that a lot of us have probably fallen victim to. So do kind of take your time and make sure that you're going to live with the right people.
Definitely. I remember looking for student houses and the agencies I was looking with were like, oh, well, we have another viewing for this house later, so you might want to sign the contract. And it was a very fast turnaround and definitely made some wrong decisions along the way. So just take your time, have a look through the accredited houses, which basically means there's no rats or damp or nasty. Not that they all have that, but it's just sort of an extra badge of security for you. And just take your time, think about who you want to live with, and make a decision at any point during the year. Amina says, any tips for international students with the weather getting cold?
Yeah, lots and lots of layers, and probably at the moment online shopping for those layers, because unfortunately the shops are closed. So anything, I'm trying to think of like recommendations for like warm clothing brands, but there aren't really. I don't know if there's like a company out there that only sells warm clothes. But find something on like ASOS or something for warm clothes, gloves, scarves, hats and things.
A nice big coat that doesn't say water resistant, it says waterproof, because I've fallen victim to this where you're like, oh no, it says water resistant on it, and then you go out in the rain and you get absolutely soaked through. That doesn't mean anything. You need waterproof. And if it's a chilly day, leggings underneath your jeans, or as I often do, underneath the flares are a good way to go.
Yeah, definitely. And then when you're indoors, hot drinks, hot chocolate, tea, all over that, and a nice blanket. You cannot beat a good blanket while you're watching the telly.
No, blankets. Cool. Well, I think that's all that we have for you today. Thanks, Amina. Please just get in contact with any of us if you have any suggestions of what you want to see, any support that you might need, or if you just want to chat as well. We are here just for a chat. That's absolutely fine. But have a lovely week. We'll be back next week, or a couple of different student leaders will be back next week to have a chat and answer any of your questions.
Perfect.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye.